How are you? I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine as well. Thank you. Now we can start. I'm still waiting for some more.
Okay, thank you. I'm thankful to you to give me the chance to participate with you. But I am trying to improve my speaking. But yet now I'm not well experienced about how to answer all questions in part 1, part 2, part 3. Usually, I can try to answer all questions in part 1, but part 2 and 3 is a little difficult for me to give answer exactly. So I'll try my level best to answer you.
Okay. Yeah, it you can't you 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 improve. That's definitely true when you practice, but you cannot really expect like you improve the next day when you practice today, for example. It needs constant practice. Every day is really good, even if you just take like maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes of practicing. So I don't know how much time you can set aside to practice, but I really strongly recommend that you do that every day. I do it every day, and I still feel like it's not enough, but I'm doing my best as well.
Yeah, I believe it. If I can continue to participate with you in this session, I believe that I will improve my speaking. But unfortunately, I can't continue with you for some reasons. I will try my level best to participate with you in future time.
Okay, yeah, whatever you can do. Uh, the most important thing is you give your best. You do your best, try your best to be able to practice as much as you can. And your goal is to improve your spoken English. That's your goal. That's the goal.
Thank you.
So you do some research about speaking, about grammar, about pronunciation, about word collocations. Do that from other sources, and then once you've collected them, all those words, vocabularies, and your grammar, especially the tenses, then when you have that knowledge, you practice it here, because it's one thing to study and learn about things, and it's completely a different thing to really practice it, or like execute, like what we are doing. If you are only learning the subject verb agreement, for example, and you're good at it, and that's what you learn from books, from Google, from other sources, but you don't speak it, then it's useless. I don't know if you agree with me. You learn about plural, singular, but you are not using them in your speaking. So it's all just theories. You you cannot really do it when you speak. You have them in your head, but once you speak, you feel like the words would not come out from your mouth.
Yeah. Yes, actually, I know some primary rules of grammar. Um, I, I can write most of the time in actual pattern, but I am very poor in speaking because I have no partner to practice with him or her all the time. If I get a partner to share with you my views, and I can speak with her most of the time. I think that will improve my speaking.
Yeah, I think there are so many of us that share the same sentiments. I, for one, I also I agree with you that I can write perfectly. Yeah, you
Yeah.
grammar, spelling, and everything, you name it, and it's perfect. But then when I speak, I make a lot of mistakes, and it's because I've been used to speak my own language for so long, and now I'm practicing trying to speak English, but it doesn't really come out perfect right away. Okay, so yeah, so we have now, there are three of you now. So I'm gonna pair you with Imon, and then Mert, we will wait for, I don't know if there's still some who will log in, but if there's none, then Mert and myself can be partners. Okay, so Ridwan and Imon, you guys can start now.
Have Imon participated this session before this time?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I have participated a lot of time before.
Yeah, already. So that's the purpose of this, why I organize this practice, so that you guys will have a chance to use those, what you can write and it's perfect, but when you speak it wouldn't come out from your mouth. So now this is your opportunity that you can use those words that they are just in your head. Now you can practice.
Okay. Hi, Imon. I'm from Bangladesh. And which country you are from?
Well, I'm also from Bangladesh.
Wow.
Okay.
From which district?
Right now I'm in Dhaka.
Yeah. I live in Dhaka also.
Maybe your neighbors, you just don't know.
There is a huge population live in Dhaka. That's why.
I know. I might.
Yes, it's not like Canada. The density population is not like Canada. There is huge population. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ridwan, I think we should start right now.
Yeah, I expect you will ask me questions because this is my second day in the platform. I'm not very part two about making questions of part one or part two, part three, but I can try to answer the questions from you about part one or part two, part three for this first day. This is my expectation from you.
So, okay, so I'm gonna ask you some question from part one. Before going to that, I would like to know that is there any question to you, like Cambridge books or any other question bank, from where you can ask me?
Yeah,
What about?
Ridwan, do you have a
What
book, IELTS book, that you can read the questions?
I don't follow any book about IELTS. Yeah, I can make questions about IELTS book because yet now I have not bought any books about taking preparation of IELTS. So if you can give me some suggestion to follow books that can help me to understand.
You have to look for them. It's your Ridwan. You have to look for them. If you are preparing for IELTS, you should have those, like Makar, or from other. There are lots in YouTube. You can screenshot. So I think.
Okay. So bro, you can take the marker book. Actually, it's available, especially in online. And if you go to Nilkhet, and you can get it easily. within a very short amount of short amount of money. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you some question from part one about your dream job. What was the dream job for you when you were young?
Actually, I have completed my masters and I've completed my MPhil also. My desired job is to become a university teacher. For this reason, I'm trying heart and soul to reach my goal. Uh, I'm writing some research article and other things that can help me to reach my goal. So my ultimate destination and aim in life is to be a university teacher.
Okay. So before moving to the next question, I want to tell you that my question was, what was the dream job for you when you were young? I mean, when you were a child or children or infant. Okay. Okay. So your next question is, yeah.
You are asking me about the question of past time, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Did you dream when you were a child? Did you wish to do something like a job?
Like you wanted to be a doctor in your childhood, or you wanted to be an engineer, but right now you want to be a teacher, like that.
When you were a child, did you wanna be a teacher?
Okay, thank you. I have got your question. Actually, before starting my bachelor degree, I was interested to become a teacher, and that was absolutely at the level of university. So my dream job was at my childhood also to become a teacher.
Okay, that's great. So have you changed your mind on your dream job?
No, I haven't changed my mentality about my dream job because from the very beginning of my educational life, I have set my goal to become a teacher, and after completion of my master's degree, I am trying hard and soul to become a teacher at university level. So from the beginning of my study and till now, I haven't changed my destination and aim in life.
Oh, that's great. Now, what do you plan to do in the future?
Is it about professional life or out of the profession?
It's okay,
As my
Ridwan.
question
Just
was about dream job, so I think you should ask about you should talk about your professional or your job purpose. Okay.
My plan is if I can be a teacher, my desired, and I get my desired job. My plan is to become an ideal teacher, and my expectation is that I will be I will be a teacher that can help all students to so that they can achieve their goal, and I will help them very much so that they can take preparation for the challenging future, and I will continue my research works about contemporary issue of the world that can absolutely in my area that can be helpful for the development of our country.
So, what kinds of jobs are popular in Bangladesh?
In Bangladesh, popular job is I think banking job. This is very attractive to the freshers and young men in Bangladesh.
Okay. So
Okay,
that's the
so
end of your part one.
all right. So now it's Imon's turn, and we'll welcome Mert and Ryan. You guys can be partners, and I'm gonna take care. So Ridwan, since you don't have questions ready, but I really recommend that next time you have those questions ready so that you can also play the role of an examiner. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, so Imon, I'm gonna give you questions. So which one do you like?
Part three.
Part 3. Okay, let me pull up my part 3 questions.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
in regarding part three, how long should I speak? For
It should be less than, the ideal length is 45 seconds, and then less than, if you go beyond that, it should be less than 1 minute. Okay? That's the ideal. That's what I learned from the IELTS Advantage. That's the recommendation. But I'm saying, guys, if you feel like talking and you kind of like forgot, you lost track of the time, then just keep talking because the examiner, because for example, you still have lots of ideas in your head to talk about, because the examiner will stop you anyway. So my point here is, don't distract your mind with thinking about time. Okay? Because then it will...
Actually, I asked you that because sometimes we don't find any ideas to talk. That's why we have to prolong our conversation by any means. All right.
Yeah.
So how long should I prolong our conversation?
Oh, this one?
That's why I asked you.
I'll give you 4 questions and then we'll take Ryan and Mert. Is that what you were asking?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so your questions in part 3. I think I've been asking this stuff. Okay, so the context is about water, okay? Water, like rivers.
Water.
Yeah, beach, or any kind of body of water. Okay, doke. And like activities that you can do when you are in the water or river, swimming pool. Okay, so first question, do you think that everyone should learn how to swim?
Well, in my opinion, I think it should be learned by every people in the world actually how to swim, because it's one of the most important life skills that everyone should have. Because we can survive, we can face many challenges if we know how to swim, and also, and more importantly, we can survive in many challenging situation or many kind of natural disaster if we have the skill of swimming. All right, so yes, I think it should be learned by every people.
Okay.
Especially who lives near the riverside or in the coastal area.
All right, so next question, do you think bodies of water will be too polluted in the future for people to enjoy doing water-based activities?
Well, actually, as per I'm concerned, I reckon the water is as the water is polluting day by day, and as the environmental pollution is increasing day by day, so I think yes, water pollution will be increased dramatically in the upcoming future.
Okay.
There are a number of reasons behind that. First of all, as because of the industrialization of our world, because of the industrialization, the wastage, the amount of wastage and the amount of dust is increasing significantly in these days. that's why ultimately these dust, these litter fall into the water, and it causes the water pollution. So as
Okay.
the industry, as the number of industry and as the pollution is increasing, so I think yes, water pollution will be increased, and thus it will be tough, or it will be challenging for the people to do water-based activities.
Okay, next question, Imon. Was it common for people of your grandparents' generation to do water-based activities?
Well, to be honest, as I live in a countryside, and that's why actually there are lots of pond available in our village. So yes, I think this was too much. It was pretty available for them to do different kinds of water-based activities like swimming or bathing in the pond and so on. So yes, I think.
Okay, your last question.
Wow.
Do you think people should be able to own a beach or part of a beach?
Well, actually, I don't think so. This is presumably because it should be a public property, and everyone should have the right to enjoy with their family, or to spend some quality time with their family by going to the beach. So if a single person own a beach, then it will be tough for other people to enjoy a lot, as this is not public property. So yes, I think it should not be it should not be owned by a single person. Rather than it should be a public place, so that everybody can enjoy.
All right. You did well, Imon. That's good.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
So I'll
Actually,
get
ma'am,
back. Yeah.
actually, it depends on the topic. If the topic is familiar to me,
I
can
know.
speak, but
Oh,
if it's
tell me about it. I find it also difficult, this topic. If it's just simple, like about water, it wouldn't be this challenging, but those kind of questions, they are really difficult. All right, so we'll take Mert and Ryan. Are you guys ready?
ma'am, is there any feedback to give me?
Oh, not now, Imon. I'm kind of lazy to give some feedback, but we'll do that next time. because there are also more participants, Ryan and Mert. I don't know if they want to speak. They finished their test already, I believe. Yeah, Mert, I know,
Yeah.
but Ryan, I'm not sure.
Okay, ma'am. Then
Hello, Ryan. Hello, guys.
Hello, Mert. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, as always. So, should I ask you a question first?
If you want, I can ask first.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Which part would you like to answer?
You can ask me from part 2 or part 3, whatever you prefer.
Okay. I will ask you some part 3 questions about advertising.
Okay.
Your first question is, what makes an advertisement effective?
Well, there are several points to be considered for an effective advertisement. First of all, the message should be clear. So we should consider that what we are trying to teach our audiences. So when we think that it's very good for their health, then definitely we should focus on this situation. Moreover, I feel that advertisement should be inexpensive. This is because if you invest so much money on advertisement, then definitely you will lower the profit margins. So we should consider these things.
Okay, and the next question is, what is the purpose of advertising?
From my point of view, I feel that advertisement provides customer attention, and to attract customers, like different consumers or companies provide advertisements. This is the primary and main purpose of advertisements. And moreover, I feel that to branding the product or to create an image of a product, it's necessary to provide advertisements, because if you advertise randomly, then definitely customer will know about the company image, and they will learn the product's value, and they can they can learn so many things regarding the products.
Okay, and how have advertisements changed since you were a child?
Well, there are several changes in advertisements, especially when I was in my formative age, or between the age of 5 to 15. I saw advertisement to be published in newspapers or other sources such as radios and televisions. But nowadays advertisement can be seen in mobile applications or on social media, especially the websites. So when we browse websites or different channels, there are several advertisements can be seen or pop-outs in our desktop or monitors. So I feel that digital advertisement is getting popular day by day. So these are the changes in past years.
Okay. And your last question is, how important is it for advertisers to tell the whole truth in advertisements?
It's a difficult question. So if I have to illustrate from organizational practice, then definitely I will say that it will be not a wise decision to reveal all the truth regarding their products. So one real life example is the Coca-Cola. So they don't reveal their ingredients to make the products. So they always try to hide the ingredients. And if they tell the truth to the whole world that how many sugars or fat consist in these drinks, then definitely they will lose the popularity of their products. And on the other hand, if I am a customer, then definitely I have the rights to know the ingredients or the ratio of different products, which is healthy or unhealthy. So we should learn about these products to know what is good for our health, and we should focus before we purchase anything. And we shouldn't rely on advertisement solely. Moreover, we feel that I feel that we should check the ingredients list or tables when we purchase a product.
Okay, Raiyan, that's the end of your part 3 section.
Okay, thank you so much. So which part do
I
you
have
prefer?
a suggestion for you.
Yeah,
you should try to say focus, not focus.
Okay, focus.
Focus, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think it's
Okay,
correct.
thank you so much.
Nice.
Okay, so which part do you prefer?
Part 3 is okay.
Part 3, okay. Okay, so let's talk about celebrating events or celebrating something in your country. Okay.
Okay.
What are the events that are worthy of celebrating in your country?
In my country, we have many traditional days, such as April 23rd. We have a child event in the either side of my country. On the other side of my country, we every year we celebrate this events in our schools, and this is the traditional day that given by our president, our old president, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk.
Do you think it is important to celebrate events?
I think it's important because people should relax in these days, and because they don't have much time to celebrate some things in their life. They are usually spend their time with with their work, and so I think this events or special days should be celebrated by the people on every age, at every age.
Okay. How do your people celebrate their family events?
Firstly, I can say that people in my country celebrate their events with getting together in their older people's house. For example, they often eat a dinner with their relatives, and after that they can celebrate their special days with their children and parents.
Okay. So my last question is there any difference between how family events are celebrated between your people and people of other countries?
Could you repeat, please?
Yeah. Is there any difference between how family events are celebrated between your people and people of other countries?
I think there are several differences between people living in my country and in comparison with other countries. In other countries, people usually celebrate special events by drinking alcohol or something. But in my country, it's not a common treatment that that doing in these days, in this special event, because we are our country is a Muslim country, and people, most people tend to avoid alcohol. So I think it's the main difference between between the way of celebration our people and other countries' people.
Thank you so much. That's the end of our part 3 session.
Thank you, Raiyan.
Okay,
So-
guys. So, what do you want to do next? We have 4 minutes left. Ryan, do you want to share your experience? Have you taken your exam yet?
Well, my exam will be on 29th of January.
Oh, okay.
So I have less than 1 week. Actually, 1 week. So I don't know anything yet. What should I do? But I could have done better. I could have done better, and like this sort of things. And hopefully, I will do better this time. And I'm practicing my whole test each and every day, and I'm consistent to it. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And in IELTS, we can't predict anything until we face the question papers. And after the exam ends, we can predict what will be our score. So last time I scored 7, and I attempted 3 times, and first 2 times I got 6.5, and last time my score was 7. So actually, I can say that I didn't do better. I mean, I didn't do well in my exam, but if I can focus or perform well, then definitely I can achieve my desired score. So that's I can say. And after finishing my exam, each and every time I was dissatisfied. And hopefully, if I complete this test with my satisfaction, then definitely I will achieve my goal. And last time my speaking score was 6.5. Though I have confusion, and I strongly believe that if I go for EOR, then definitely it will enhance my score at least 7, because I did well in my speaking part. And even the speaking test was difficult, the questions were difficult, but I did well. And each and every time I answered according to the point, unless until the examiner obstruct me with his last question, and then he finished his test. So I couldn't answer his last question, and that's where he got the chance to stop me. So I really don't know why he gave me 6.5, but I did well, and I was satisfied with my speaking test. So if I go for an EOR, it will give me at least 7. So, but it was no point of use, because I was stuck at 6.5 in reading as well as writing. So that's why I didn't go for EOR. But hopefully this time I will change my luck, and I'm doing hard work. So
Yeah.
let's see what happens, and you never know what will happen to you next.
Yeah. So what I've learned from IELTS Advantage is IELTS is not about luck. It's really, there are bad days for sure, but it's really how you learn the techniques, strategies in doing your test. It's not strategies like tips and tricks. It's just it's the strategy that that makes sense. Like if you are doing this, for example, with the writing, just make it simple, and that's a strategy that makes sense. Don't complicate your sentences. Even
Yeah.
if you are only using simple words, that's already good enough, as long as when it comes to grammar they're correct. When it comes to, and that you can use complex grammar, complex meaning not difficult, but complex meaning that you can use clauses. When you can show that to the examiner, even if it's only in one sentence of the whole writing. Oh, that's it. So bye for now, guys. Bye, YouTube. We're done. Thank you, everyone. See you again next time.